Okay, before we wrap this up, I have to ask you about the Arizona Coyotes situation. First of all, let's take a look at this update from our hockey insider, Pierre Lebrun, on Monday. The NHL continuing to work away on the move from Arizona to Salt Lake. The hope is to be able to finalize things by the end of the week. No guarantee. Complicated deal, but it's clear the league would want this done, if possible, before the Stanley Cup playoffs begin. The Stanley Cup playoffs begin, as you know, Craig, this weekend. So basically, they have a week to figure this entire thing out, at least to the point where they're comfortable making an announcement about it and making it official.
The owner went into Edmonton last week and talked to the players.
Right.
Okay, do you think that they started this on Saturday? Like, this has been going on for a long period of time.
Well,
okay, yes,
exactly.
It's complicated. No, it has been going on for a long period of time.
But hold on, Craig. At the same time it's been going on, the Coyotes are putting out press releases saying, oh, we're going to be bidding on this piece of land in Arizona. We're hoping to be in Arizona a long time. Like, what a joke.
Okay,
what a complete joke.
I don't know if it's a joke or whatnot. I mean, you're trying to get a deal done. Like, you don't want to think. Bottom line is, yeah.
I don't know if the players feel that way, though. The Arizona Coyotes players.
I haven't talked to the players. All I know is that it's a complicated deal that's been going on for months.
Fair enough.
Okay, it didn't start last week. And the way I look at this deal, this is an absolute win-win-win-win all the way through. So let me explain. So the owner, Mr. Morello, he's waiting for a public auction in June to see if he could get the land to build a rink and an entertainment area. Okay, there's no guarantee he's going to get it. Even if he gets it, it's 3 more years in a 5,000-seat arena. That is no good for the NHL. So the bottom line is you're extricating yourself from a situation that's uncertain, and then you're going to have to wait for another 3 years. Not good. You think about the Arizona Coyotes. You need, as a member of the league, to be able to contribute to the revenue pie. There's going to be times when you might be a little bit more on the negative, a little bit more on the positive. They are so much in the negative, that's not good for the league. That's not good for hockey-related revenues.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is another win going to Salt Lake City. You have a motivated buyer. So that's somebody that's in the league that they know pretty well because of his NBA ties.
Yep.
Now you also consider that Mr. Morello, $1 billion off of his investment and an opportunity to come back with expansion with the right situation there. And where's the loss? There's nobody that's complaining about this. Is a win all the way through for everybody. And Gary Bettman coming up with the CBA expiring in 2026. You think he wants this hanging over his head? No way.
But the only thing that people point out is that Morello, the current owner of the Coyotes, invests $300 billion in the Coyotes, and now is about to sell them for $1 billion, and now gets a chance to have another expansion team, even though he's done nothing to prove that he has any capability of making that happen in any capacity. So he makes $700 million to basically go away, and he gets, for the next 5 years, a chance to bring a team back. So I get your point. I agree. This team should have moved years ago. This team should have been gone from that market years ago because it's pathetic. But I'm glad they're moving now. But why should Morello be able to make $700 million and have an opportunity to bring a team back? He's done nothing to prove that he can. And I know why it's happening, because they don't want him to sue the league, which he absolutely would do. I get that. But you can't say it's a win-win-win. It is a win for him, but it shouldn't be a win for him.
Why should it be a win? He came in and bought the Arizona Coyotes.
What's he done with them?
Hang on a second.
They're playing in an arena smaller than the Estevan barn.
He came in and bought the Arizona Coyotes.
Yeah.
He bought the team. That's a negative for for buying a franchise. Remember, previous owner wasn't able to do it. So now, the league comes in and Mr. Morello says, I'm going to buy the franchise. Now he's going to sell it for $1 billion.
Right.
Mr. Andlauer in Ottawa, he bought the team for almost $1 billion US. Like, are we going to say that Eugene Melnyk, because he only bought it for so much and now the estate gets that much?
I'm not disputing the sale price.
Okay,
I'm just saying, but the only reason the sale price exists is because Ottawa was just sold for $1 billion.
Wait a second. You have a motivated buyer.
I get it.
He's the one
happy about that.
And now the NHL potentially could get over $1 billion in a expansion franchise in a market with a good rink. Has every reason to believe they could be successful. Oh, that's a negative?
I didn't say that part was a negative.
There's nothing negative about this.
So why for Gary Bettman, why does he get away scot-free? This has been a disaster.
What does Gary Bettman have to do with it?
What does Gary Bettman have to do with it? He kept that franchise in that market for years when it shouldn't have been there. They're playing in a 5,000-seat arena. No league in this entire continent would put a team in a 5,000 seat arena for 2 years. They're almost going to do it again.
Jay, it was a stopgap. They tried to build an arena that was struck down, couldn't get it done. Okay, he bought a team. So you want to blame Gary Bettman?
Yes.
The bottom line is when the team stayed there because Mr. Balsillie was going to move it, and the other 3 leagues jumped in with Gary and the NHL to say, wait a second here. We can't just have franchises moving on individual owners' whims. And they won that. That was really important for the 4 major leagues. Don't ever tell me that Gary Bettman didn't do a great job with and trying to keep them going for a long time.
With Arizona, though?
Yes,
Hold
he
on,
did.
Craig. But Craig,
they were in
the
Glendale.
second Morello decided I can't pay rent on this arena in Glendale. He just decided I'm not paying rent. Like an arena in Glendale, they don't have any tenants. There's no one in that building, and they're like, get out of our building. How bad is that owner? He's clearly not paying the rent.
Okay.
So they kick him out. You're saying that guy should have a team?
So wait a sec. So what? Gary just gets to choose? An owner comes in and buys a team, and now Gary says you're out.
Team, Gary. He should have moved him 2 years ago.
Well, you have to have motivated buyers. You have to have places to go.
You're saying this Ryan Smith with billions in the bank wouldn't have bought the team 2 years ago?
I have no idea, Jay. All I know is blaming Gary Bettman is wrong.
Fair enough. I think I'm right on that one, but
I 100% disagree with you.
Okay, that's fair, but would you still stick around later to do the Simply Spiked segment with me?
Oh, for sure, because we just spiked it right up.
Amazing. Looking forward to that.